Hi everyone, my name is Maggie McBride and I'm a real change maker. Today I'm going to take you through a day in the life with me. It is Thursday, December 17th. So just before we get into my day, just a little bit about me and how I got involved in this program. So I currently live in Exeter, Ontario, and that's located in the municipality of South Huron, which is part of the County of Huron. The County of Huron is known as Ontario's West Coast. So I've always called Huron County home, except for a few years I lived in London while I was going to school and worked there for a while. But I've always lived here, always called it home. So always cared about this community. I have been the treasurer for the Exeter Food Bank for the past 2.5 years. It would be 2 years, 2 years as of when I joined the Rural Changemaker program. And it's been great, and kind of before then I was volunteering with them. Probably for about a year or so I've been tossing around ideas of my head of wondering how the food bank, if we could serve our community in more ways, but also wanting to figure out how I could raise awareness of food insecurities in rural communities. Because one thing that has come up a bunch to me was, I would tell people I'm involved with the food bank and people would start asking me, statistics, who accesses the services, and it just kind of made me realize that people know that the food banks are there, but who accesses them, why there's a need for them, and how high the need is isn't really communicated anywhere. So when I went into the program, that's kind of what I wanted to figure out. So for the past few months, I've been doing my research and trying to figure out, how food banks came into existence, why they got started in the first place, and kind of what I thought would be something not so simple as doing a social media campaign, trying to raise awareness of food insecurities in rural communities has really turned into, it's a much bigger issue, and how to solve it isn't as simple as I thought. So this program is really making me learn and really making me think and do my research and I know that the issues that we're facing here are being faced across the province. So trying to join in with those voices is, I think, the direction we're gonna go. But I still have about another month to go in the program. As I'm honing in, I have one more session left to do. So hopefully by the end of that session, I'll have my path that I'm going to take of how I'm going to communicate and kind of keep this ball rolling that I've started, and keep rolling. So I picked today to take you with me because it is the last day of 2020 that the food bank is actually open. So we take the week off in between Christmas and New Year's, and we are only open on Wednesdays and Thursdays of each week. So it's the last Thursday we're open for the year, and I really wanted to showcase this Thursday because I really wanted to show what our community has done for us. In the midst of the pandemic, we barely even had to ask the community to step up and help support us with the surge of clients that we've seen. They have just stepped up without having to be asked. And I just kind of wanted to say, on that point, I wouldn't be in the Rural Changemaker program if it wasn't for the community that I have. If this community didn't support the food bank the way that it does, I wouldn't be the treasurer for the food bank, and I wouldn't be here in this program. So really how the root of how I got involved in this program really has to do with the community here and how amazing they are at supporting such important causes. So I'll gonna do a little video tour of what the food bank looks like, and I think that's really important. One of the first things I noticed when I first started volunteering at the food bank is, what I had in mind of what a food bank would look like. I had never been to a food bank before. This wasn't it. So I am so proud of this food bank, and I'm so proud of how we offer our services. Things are a little different with COVID, and I'll kind of highlight that when I do my little tour. But I really thought this would be a good opportunity to show everyone what a food bank looks like and maybe a little bit of insights of how a food bank works. So yeah, I do have a full-time job, so I'm heading off to work here shortly. I have work, I have some running around to do before I go to the food bank. We open at 6, so I'll be there probably 5 o'clock trying to get ready. It's normally not I'm not usually there that early before we open, but we know it's going to be a busy night since it's the last night that we are open for the year. And so there's lots to get ready, and we're typically only open for 2 hours, but tonight we're open for 3 because it is the last night that we're open for the year, and we're trying to make sure all of our clients get served tonight. And yeah, so that's my day, work and going to the food bank. So the next thing that you'll see is my little tour of the food bank, and I just want to say thank you for watching this and thank you for following along with me. It's been a real pleasure being a part of this program. I never thought going into it that I would be learning what I had learned. So and the tools and the techniques that were taught are things that I'll take with me for the rest of my life. So enjoy, thank you. All right, so here we are. So I am standing right by our side door. So kind of when you come in, what we do right now with COVID because of the winter, so when we're open to our clients, we kind of take this little parishioner, kind of fake wall on wheels, and we roll this close to the table so that our clients can come into the walkway and they can come up to the table, and that's where they will get their food, and we'll serve them, get them their next appointment, see if there's any other resources they need to be connected with. So mind the stuff on the table. We just had someone drop off some donations to us. So I'll keep going. So what we do right now, because of COVID, we prepare the Pampers for our clients. So what we know how many people are in a family. So based off that, we kind of have a preset list of what that size of family would get. So we put together these boxes for them. If it wasn't a pandemic, we don't do the hampers like this. We are set up to almost operate like a grocery store. So what would happen normally is a client would come in, this table wouldn't be here, and there's our little reception desk. We would welcome them in, book them in for their next appointment for the following month, and then one of our other volunteers would come and walk them through this door here and go around with them and shop with them. So like I said, we're set up like a little grocery store, and since we have our pre-list of how much someone in a family would get, they get to pick, what kind of cereal they get, what kind of soup, what kind of meats they would like, instead of us just doing it for them. So here's the door in where all the magic happens. So do a little pan. And this is our space. So what happens when a client comes in is we just walk right around. So in this fridge here, we're fortunate enough that we have some fresh produce in here, as well as some milk, and we have eggs. So we hook them up with that. And then we start in some of our packaged goods, crackers, cookies, and school snacks. Come around to your pasta sauces, pastas, peanut butters. Over here is a bulk of our canned goods. So we have our canned vegetables at the top, canned beans, canned meals, and if we have condiments, they're down there at the bottom. So you can see some items there. And come through here. All of our cereal is up here, and we have some storage going on at the top as well. So we have lots of cereal. We also have oatmeal and some pancake mix. If we're buying pancake mix, we try to get the kind where you just need to add water, so they don't have to use their own milk and eggs. So normally there wouldn't be items on our freezer here because it is very much operational, but since it's Christmas, we are getting donations left, right, and center. So these are set here for us to unpack, but normally this is our freezer just full completely of bread. These are all of our hampers to serve our clients tonight. As of right now, we have 23 clients booked in tonight. There's a few more we need to book in. I can hear the phone ringing. Over on this shelf is kind of our miscellaneous items. So right now we have cake mixes, icing, stuffing. We have cranberry sauce for Christmas. Our whole bottom row is full of feminine hygiene products. We have shampoo. Over here sometimes we have toothpaste, we have baking needs, kind of everything that are extras that we don't normally count on get put over here. but we do always have feminine hygiene products in stock. And so we have another, so this is another freezer, stand-up freezer, and this has all of our meat in it. We also have a basement underneath with some storage as well. We have a couple freezers down there filled with turkeys right now. And this is kind of our last section of food. We got craft dinner, soup, sidekicks, fruit, and that is everything, and some more storage.